This is your standard round piston, something you've probably seen in almost every engine out there, used in 99.999% of engines worldwide. But here's something different, an innovation from Honda, a piston that isn't round but oval. This unique design was used in just one motorcycle model in the world, and it was made by Honda. The bike was equipped with the world's first and last oval piston engine. This oval piston was a breakthrough in automotive engineering. Compared to round pistons, this design aimed to achieve higher power and speed at elevated RPMs. But despite all the engineering behind it, this engine turned out to be one of Honda's biggest failures. So, in this video, let's explore why Honda created this oval piston in the first place, and what led to its downfall. To understand this story, we need to dive into Honda's history. Honda has always been known for making motorcycles, ever since its founding in 1946. By 1964, Honda had become the world's largest motorcycle manufacturer. Between 1959 and 1967, Honda dominated the racing scene, securing over 16 World Road Racing Championships. At that time, Honda had a lineup of multi-cylinder engines ranging from 50cc to 350cc, which were also used in their racing bikes. But they knew that to stay competitive, they needed to push the envelope and build more powerful engines. By the late 1970s, Honda aimed to develop a 500cc engine to keep their motorcycles ahead in the race. To achieve this, Honda kicked off a project in 1978 called NR, short for New Racing. A dedicated team was formed to create an engine that could generate up to 150 horsepower because, at that time, their competition maxed out at around 120 horsepower. Now, Honda could have increased power by adding more cylinders, but racing regulations limited them to a maximum of 4 combustion chambers. So, the engineers came up with the idea of designing a V4 engine using oval pistons. The concept was to achieve the power of an 8-cylinder engine from just 4 cylinders. This was a bold and innovative idea, but it came with its own set of challenges. After multiple design revisions, they managed to make it work. By 1979, Honda's NR team introduced the NR500 motorcycle, featuring 4 oval pistons, each with 8 connecting rods and 32 valves. The engine produced 130 horsepower at a whopping 20,000 RPM. The NR500 hit the racing track for the first time, but in its debut race, it flipped over while turning and then caught fire. In its second race, it struggled to keep up with its competitors and continued to fail in other races as well. One major issue with the NR500 was its weight. Despite the innovative engine, it was heavier than the competition's bikes with their simpler 2-stroke engines. The added weight held it back, causing it to lose despite having more power. Over the next couple of years, Honda tried refining the NR500 by changing materials and tweaking the design. In 1981, it finally won its first race in the 500cc category. But the celebrations were short-lived, as the bike failed to win any races for the next 3 years. Eventually, Honda retired the NR500 and shifted its focus to the NS500, which had a more traditional 2-stroke engine and performed better on the track. In 1992, Honda gave the oval piston another go with the NR750, a road-legal bike. They only made 300 units, each priced at a steep $50,000, a fortune for that time. However, due to high production costs, Honda discontinued the oval piston engine for good. So what do you think of Honda's bold experiment with the oval piston? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more stories like this.